Other four million chair more than at the mouth, baby Biara ocean free. Media, your prince. Tamiri Bencanas and I may come for amount. A cup Bencanasa, a beer, a daily, our spare pass. Trailer car, I can see a spare pass. Until trailer cashier, and now we are Jumacubia la walker, a trailer casa, a quaquanso at the mower. Out of four any entry baby a ban of spare parts no quantity entry baby as a Bencanas enterprise, a ban of bearings, a ban of filters, a ban of air cleaners, a ban of suspension springs, balloons, then be benny do a Bencanas enterprise. I face we are revenue quanso, I be now can sell quanso, a delivery to baby biara be free biano, a bejo so FSO. If you are chira crime or takrade, be out me free takrade. Takrade so you will fijai. Go see hono hwe kira kwan ho a Bencanas ni bi wo ho afenso wo pon ne mpate mu a ye wo B5 ho enti wo hwe Bencanas wo pon so a ye wo B5 opposite wo na ho no be hu Bencanas e wo ho afenso kese na so wo tema to ana tema industrial area e wo cocoa processing kwan so 0243 331400 bibi biara wo bia wo de freye na ye bedu ho sima kume bunadi ohwehwe no onsa enso aka Bencanas de eno a ne trailer spare parts apapapa efie Adɔfoɔ mede nkyɛn mu ɔdene de ma wo baabi biara a wohwɛ me firi. Me din ara yɛ Prince. Saa mmere yi Benkanas ɛna mekamfo ama wo. Na yɛka Benkanas a, ɛyɛ bea a yɛdele ɛwɔ spare parts. Trailer car akɛseɛ ɛho spare parts. Nti wowɔ trailer akɛseɛ anaa woyɛ adwumakuo biara a wowɔ car ɛyɛ trailer cars a ɛkɔ kwan so de ma wa. Adɔfoɔ ɛne ɛnhwɛ beebiara ɛba no spare parts no nko ara deɛ ɛnhwɛ beebiara sɛ Benkanas Enterprise. Ɛba no bearings, ɛba no filters, ɛba no air cleaners, ɛba no suspension springs, balloons, ne nyinaa bi bɛnya bi wɔ Benkanas Enterprise. Afei nso woyɛ driver ni wokɔ kwan so abia na woka no akɔsɛ kwan so ɛyɛ delivery nti baabi biara a wobɛfrɛ yɛ biara no yɛbɛgye wo so ɛfɛ so.
Your friend or not fear your schedule no I say, but please Mr. Ramo, take a car away page for say a book roll and be train ma in Cobondia dear no. Now I feel now what could be a man yes say now Reverend Charlotte Oduro can friend not wrong some rabbit or ha no tea na so question bia with busano na bibia akoso kama Reverend Yama Kwaba ebe ejubede eso
Enya.
When the message was set or camera, no, so bit mind the landscape of mine, and can full glare now instead of.
Hey, let's get into the woman. You're okay with it. My man shot if I can do something about it.
Okay. And your feedback, echo feedback. So to be them say be our double devices. So there you go, perfect.
Okay. Are we good?
We are good, but the sound, are we on a double device?
No, it's just, no.
Okay, it's better now.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. All right, yeah, that's it. So, anyway, the Bema, in page 4, tap ups and a catch Abema or Aquaba, now also some updates, Kaka, Warma, Yasha for Nomadi Amai, and after they are scheduled Medina Saint. Tibefre, A class word man, A class MI update from Tap Send. Na after the Yene Reverend Charlotte Oduro any in Kobayo. A class what time so A class no ma Danny wahon ma Danny bet me my update from Tap Send. And also Uncle Jimmy. Okay, Danny, go ahead.
Okay, so Uncle Jimmy Bema, no problem.
Me who Uncle Jimmy until I'm able to.
Okay, so Mama we there, Ebema akwa bana yaka chiro say ye wa ha ye beti unti ya ekrado. Ye da wasen so wanya ebra maye. PK bi a obeto asuntin say ye we na ye wo on ye da kan. Why?
Okay, that's it.
You have the platform.
All right. Reverend, this topic was a topic that was actually selected by one of our viewers for us to treat. And for the purpose of our viewers, we will go with English, mainly the tree, but I know say sometimes, otisi brofunuma, I want time battery inside and into whatever that makes you feel comfortable to express yourself, please do that. But when we do get more of the comments saying that they wanted the English, we'll let you know that we just stick with the English, But for now, we would love for you to be, English, But before we go into the topic, this is our first time and the privilege of having you on HRTV on the program Time with Tap Send, where we do bring highly skilled resource personnel to talk to our viewers about what's going on in daily lives and also learn and inform, as well as things that kind of tailor with those of us in the diaspora. But because they're the first time having you, we'd like to know a little bit of Reverend Charlotte Oduro. A lot of people get your name misconstrued with Prophet Oduro, thinking that you guys are either brothers and sisters or married. I want you to clear that for us today and tell us a little bit about you.
All right. My name is Reverend Charlotte Oduro. Oduro is my husband's name. I got married and I picked that name. Society allows it. But my father's name is Edupuku. So I'm Charlotte Edupuku, but my married name is Charlotte Oduro. And Prophet Kofi Oduro is not my husband. He's a blessing. He's a man of God. I respect. He's a friend. He's a father. I respect a lot. But he's not my husband. Many people normally talk about that. It's been like that for years. So that's how it is. But Prophet Kofi Drew is not my husband. It's just that we have the same name, Oduro, but doesn't mean he's my husband. He's a friend. He's a father. He's a blessed man of God. I respect him a lot. And that's it. So Reverend Charlotte, I don't, when people tell me I should say a little about me, I don't even know what to say. But I have 3 kids, I'm doing ministry, I do other things, and everything. I don't know, but but most of the things I do is ministry. I love doing ministry a lot. And I still go to school. I add up everything to it. I have my radio programs, my TV programs. I do, and I have a personal, also a consultancy firm or a place of counseling, a place of learning. You know that I have that platform where if I have the time, I teach other people with their confusion. We all learn together. I don't do all this because I have a perfect home or I have a perfect relationship, I have a perfect life. No, I do this because it's my calling and I've studied about it too. And I love this ministry. So I normally love to listen to people, learn from their experiences, speak to them as the Lord leads me to speak to them, and also use my experience to also talk to other people. So that's the little I can say about me. It's not much. That's all. Thank you.
Well, we would like to also ask you 2 questions about you, since you are, when people ask you, when you're sure which one to talk about. So the 2 things
Yeah.
that, on behalf of the team, I want to ask you, say, high school Ben Alcoy.
I went to Benkum Secondary School.
Wow. Benkum Nifa.
Yeah. Best school, yeah. I'm a best school woman.
People on this one.
Aye.
Wow.
I want to be called. Yes.
What did I produce? Producer.
Oh,
I said, into the answer, I also with him. Wow. What is Benku for motor your day? Because me can say at one point you could be the school or call a motor your day. No who can. It's Benku motor your day. Say a big girl say be so high.
I made him in Kaipo.
On kai. Hey.
And any our problem. In real school, real school. I think maybe it's been like 24 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. What about your further say? Hometown. Hometown originally, no. If not about me for ILV.
Okay. Me papa ya Santini. Me free
Asante
Kumasi.
Kobenso.
Etimetim.
Pankono
etimetim.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meduma.
Tafo pankono etimetim. Yeah.
Meduma now come
That
up
is the Meduma. Yes. Mpatwai.
Aye.
One papa free. Me ma me so ya Fantini. Ofi Mankesem.
Okay.
Fantini.
Mankesim da no high.
Aye.
Okay.
So that's
because Mankesim na Obrima kuma ne adapejane osno statue ni si no Mankesim roundabout, right? Okay. Nti Fantia.
Kakaka. Ya ko Fantimo ntira Santimo wana ni pia.
Yeah, fancy why now one be ka Fanti bia Fanti Confederation for am be fra wa hifie. All right, Reverend. When we talk about choosing a life partner, since majority of us are in the diaspora, no, into into how the diaspora, because you've been in the diaspora, you've been in the US, you just left Ohio a couple weeks ago. You've been all over the place, so you know how things operate in the diaspora, no, as well as you deal with people from the diaspora all the time with your consultancy. When we talk about choosing a life partner, we want to ask a very preamble question, which is, first of all, is there such thing as a perfect partner? According to the details of choosing a life partner, is there such thing as a perfect partner?
All right, thank you. I agree to all your listeners and your viewers. And there's nothing like a perfect partner, because none of us is perfect. There's nothing like perfect. But then there is something like, we all have the kind of people we want to build a life with. We all have choices. We all have visions. We all have dreams. Let me just bring this in. Just this evening, I was talking to somebody and I told the person that, today, I think Ghana, the weather is very cold. It's been raining a little and all that. So the person asked me a question that she's lonely and she needs somebody like looking at the weather and all that. I said, listen, you may get somebody that can help you through this weather, but would the person be able to stand with you through your storms? That is what is important. We have no perfect partner, but you need somebody you can talk with, somebody you can build with, somebody you can have a future with, someone that can, connect with your visions and your dreams. That is how life is. There's no perfection. Perfection is in God. It's not with us. So as we work with God, we look out for perfection in Him to make us perfect. But as to get a perfect partner, no. You can get somebody that suits the kind of things you want in life, and you can build out of that place, build with the person, grow with the person. But until you die, you cannot have the person perfect as we all. Some people have a dream of dream marriage and dream partners and all that. Perfection is not there, but the two of us can come to agreement to build the kind of future we want to build with God and make the marriage work if we want to make it work. I want to make it clear here. You see, you can even meet somebody that God has ordained for you today. You can be with somebody that you know you are destined to be with them. But if the two doesn't agree, if the two doesn't work together, I'm telling you, no matter what one does, if it won't work, it won't work. It takes two. Even when one is not right for you, but the person makes up their mind to make it work, I'm telling you, they may struggle, but they can make it work. It's decision.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no perfection when it comes to relationship or marriage, but we can do it the way we want it to be when we are ready to work towards the relationship. So there's no perfect relationship, but we can make it perfect if we want to make it perfect.
So I think it was more of like perfect partner. So there's no perfect partner either too, right?
No perfect. No perfect partner.
Until now, Reverend Kronya perfect.
Oh, no. Hey, okay. You see, let me clear this. I normally tell people that unless they don't tell you the truth, some of us that speak about marriage, we have the worst marriages.
Mm-hmm.
We that speak about marriage, we go through the worst because the whole world is looking up to you. Families, society, spiritual, whatever, everybody, there's so much on you. And I'm telling you, the things we speak about are the same things that fight us in our homes.
Mm-hmm.
So we are never perfect. It's always every day a struggle to get where we want to get. I may want to work on it. Is my husband ready to work on it? My husband may want to work on it. Am I ready to work on it? So we don't speak because we have a perfect home. No, we are in the worst ones, but we always speak for grace to be able to go through it and work it out, if only it's workable. But there's no perfection.
Okay. Now, to our topic. How do we choose a life partner? What are some of the things to look for? And what are some of the things to consider? And what are some of the things to sacrifice for? The floor is yours.
All right, thank you. Choosing a life partner. Everybody has their own preferences. I may choose a man that has a vision that connects to what is my vision? I love ministry. I love to do a lot of things. I'm industrious. I want to venture. I'm not the type that is scared to take a step. I always want to do it. I'm a jungle person who wants to dare things and do that and get there. So if I'm going to get a partner, I want a partner that can also help me to restrain me in some things. If you leave me too much, if you make me like a free bird, you will worry me. I need a partner that will have a way to restrain me in some things I do, to be able to have an impact in some of the things I do. So what am I looking for? If I'm looking for a man, I'm looking for a partner that I can sit with, a partner I can communicate with. Communication is not one way, it is two way. You speak, I speak. We communicate together. So I need a partner where when the person speaks, I can relate to what the person is saying. When I speak, the person can relate to it. We may get to a point where we have argument, but whilst we are having an argument, my partner must be conscious enough not to say things that will hurt me. I must also do the same. You see, we may fight, but because we have respect for each other, we have a level of love and understanding for each other. No matter how angry we will be able to know the kind of things we have to say. I'm looking for somebody that doesn't go to church, but somebody that knows God. There are people that go to church, but they don't know God. So if you're going to church, that's not my priority. What is my priority? Somebody that has that fear of God. That can be my leader. Because if you cannot be a leader is somebody that is ready to teach me what obedience is. A leader is somebody that's going to teach me what respect and submission is as a woman. I need to learn submission. So I need a man that is going to be my role model, my teacher, that will teach me what submission is. Not in a bully way, but in a beautiful way for me to understand that when a man speaks about submission, this is how he wants it. So I can communicate it and know how to handle it with him. That is what we must look for. That is what some of the people pay what you are looking for. You must go for a partner like that. Not a partner that is always afraid of your success. Not a partner that is scared of your growth. Not a partner that comes to tame you and doesn't want you to grow. When I say grow in business, in life, in your dreams, not a partner that is scared of where God is taking you, but a partner that will sit and celebrate where God is taking you. So if you are choosing a partner, you first need to know who you are, what makes you happy, what are the things you dream of, your visions, your purpose in life, and who you can go along on that journey with. Because the relationship and marriage is a journey that we don't even know the end of it. So if you're not going with somebody who is ready to go on that journey with you through the storms, through the sun, through whatever, because it takes a lot when it comes to having a partner who has a heart for you, a partner that will look beyond your weakness to stand with you. So if you're going to choose a partner, please let not be too emotional. Otherwise, you make a mistake. If you're going to choose a partner, yes, part of spirituality, but physicality is very important too. You must pinpoint one or two things that can help you build your life. Yeah, Bob Brana here, now, when many of the young girls come to me and they talk about choosing a partner, you could see they have the shallow understanding of who a partner is. Some are looking for the ones with the six pack, some are looking for the ones with making money. It is all good. But beyond the six pack, beyond the one making money, can you relate to the person? Can the person have empathy? Have your feeling without you even talking? Can a person sense when the wife or the girlfriend or the boyfriend is in deep trouble? Can you sense it? You see, it is deeper than the TikTok. Yes, it's good. It is deeper than the one that has money. No, yes, it is good. But then beyond the one making money, after they've made the money, will you be able to communicate with them? Because I've seen people that when they have nothing, they were good. But the moment they got money, they have power, they started disrespecting the people that built life with them. So you need to get to a stage where when you are poor or you are rich, you'll be able to come on the same platform, on the same level with your partner, to be able to feel comfortable to share your weakness and your strength. If you are scared to talk to your partner about your weakness and your strength, then I'm sorry for you. There's a problem there. There's some people that say, Mommy, I don't know how to communicate this to my boyfriend, because if I do, he'll be angry. Then how do you marry somebody like that? Because marriage itself is stress. There's a lot of stress that comes with it. There's a lot of pain that comes with it. The reality of marriage is not always laughing. Some of the things we see on social media, they are not the reality of it. You see what we want you to see. But when you come home, the reality is that we are all struggling. It's not easy. So you need a partner where when you are struggling, they struggle with you. They become your comfort. They become your advisor. They become your prayer partner and all that. So it depends on individuality, what they are looking for when it comes to choosing a partner. But I beg, let's not be shallow-minded when we are choosing a partner. Let's not allow the carnality of this world, yes, take too much of that. He may be take tall, but can he stand with you? Can he be proud of you? Can he celebrate you? Are you going for somebody that the society speaks and that's what he follows? Are you going with somebody that thinks I'm an Ashanti, I'm an Ewe, I'm this, and in at home, that is how we do it? No. Can that person put tradition and everything aside and look at you and tell you that you are my life partner? I walk on the journey with you. What is your pain? Speak to me. Let me help you. What is your tears? Speak to me. You need to get a partner that can hold you in times that everybody is leaving you. Someone that can encourage you and tell you can do it. Let that person be your cheerleader, pushing you, encouraging you. Somebody who can see what you can't see dreams, have visions of you, perceive that, oh, you're going to be big, so do this, do that. Let that person be somebody that you can instruct, somebody that can respect, somebody that can build with somebody that believes in you. So when it comes to choosing a partner, it's a broad thing. Individuality comes in. Everybody has their preferences, but please, whilst you're going for some things that attract society, go for something that when society is not there, you'll be happy. You'll be comfortable.
Okay.
Somebody you will not be afraid to share things with.
Wow. Beautiful. So speaking of that, right, I want us to delve deeper into the communication aspect of it. Not too many partners know how to communicate. So now, again, we are still in the process of choosing a partner. How do I know this partner will be good with communication? Or maybe she's quiet, he's quiet. Maybe after we start dating or get married, I might be able to get him or her to get talking about everything and how they're feeling. How do you really, because I believe communication is a broad topic. So how do we really work on that communication aspect?
You see, before you enter into marriage with somebody, where the person is quiet, the person is bubbly, the person is whatever, put all that aside. Is the person a good listener? When we say communication, it's not just talking. It's talking and making impact. Talking and getting the right response. You can be communicating to somebody and the person say, okay, you okay, but the person didn't hear anything. But when I say communicating with your partner, it means that the two of you are sharing together. The person has attention for you. The person is understanding the deeper aspect of your issue, your pain. That is communication. Somebody may not even open their mouth to talk, but their partner will know what is wrong with them and know the right tools, the right things to say to get the other party talking. There are some people that when the moment you're not talking, you show attitude and you're bored, they let you go. Okay, are you okay? He said, I'm not okay. Okay, fine. Then leaves you. No. And there are some people that until they get what the problem is, they're not letting you go. They have a better way to let you speak, better way for you to be comfortable to express yourself to them. So communication is when the person listening or the person speaking is getting the right response from each other. The right response they are expecting from their partners, the right comfort they are looking for, the right answers, the right love they expect to receive. If I communicate to you that, listen, my darling, when I call you, you don't pick. Like 2 days, 3 days, you don't respond, nothing. You don't say why you are not picking. You don't send message. You don't send any audio. This is not helping the relationship. If you can't pick the call, let me know. If you are busy, just a text, babes or baby. I'm busy for the moment. Can you pardon me? Can I talk to you later? Communicate with the person. But if you let it go, 2-3 days, then you come back and say, oh, I was busy. You're not communicating. You don't expect me to know what you're doing without you telling me what is happening. You need to let me hear about it. So communication, I mean that the two of you can talk. The two of you can respond. The two of you will listen and have a feel or the pain or understanding of what the other party is trying to talk about or trying to say. I'm telling you, there are people that stayed with their girlfriends or boyfriends for months, for years. And when you ask them, who is your girlfriend? The person may not have the right things to say because they know nothing. They are just with them. When you ask them, have you seen how your girlfriend looks? Is that, what do you mean? He said, she's losing weight. I don't know, but her color is changing. Your partner may not even give you that. They don't even know. but somebody who gives you the attention, somebody that you are important, you're priority to them. So anything that goes wrong with your body, they seize it. Anything that goes wrong with your actions, they know it, they feel it. Even when if they pick your call and you're not happy, they can detect. If even you are, you are pretending, they know this is not my girl, this is not my guy. Your tone has changed. I know you. I feel you are crying, I can feel it. You are communicating, and the communication is being responded with a positive answer. But we are people, I'm telling you, they are quiet, but they communicate a lot. And there are people that are always shouting and they don't say nothing. Somebody doesn't talk too much, but when they want to communicate with you, they have your time to talk to you. They have the time to address issues with you. They have their time to let you know where they are and what they are doing. So you are aware of every step they take and you have understanding of whatever they are doing.
Okay.
There's somebody too who is everywhere but doesn't speak to you. You are just being shown off as a boyfriend or girlfriend, but you know nothing of what they are doing. You know nothing of what is happening around them. Me, I always say this, that if I'm in a relationship with you or in marriage with you, and at the end of the month, you don't sit to talk to me and tell me, how did we do this month? How was things? What did I do wrong? Is there something I can do better or something I can, you want to appreciate me for? Every month we need to do whatever, how do we call it?
Assessment feedback.
We are doing assessment. We will do assessment because we have to assess ourselves. We need to even talk about sex life. Me, I won't hide it. After a month, if you don't do that a month, 2-3 months, you will lose me because I want to know if there's something I'm doing wrong. Communicate it to me. Don't tell me that, oh, it was okay, but you know you're not okay. Tell me, Charlie, my dear, this and that you did. I don't know whether you saw what you did, but I don't know whether necessarily if I can do it this way. Speak to me nicely. Let me understand where you are coming from, because maybe I think what I'm doing is right. But if you don't talk to me in a nice way to let me know that, oh, what you did was okay, but I think you can do it this way to become better. Okay, let's give it a try. But sometimes they are communicating with you in the wrong tone, in the wrong way. We must watch the tone we use when we are communicating. We must watch our gestures when we are communicating. Some gestures is insulting, it's disrespect to the other party. So we must work on all this. Sometimes you don't even tell the person you are a fool or you are useless. But your actions and your facial reaction can tell the person that, you know what, my mouth is speaking, but my face is saying something else.
Okay.
So we must be careful what we say and how we communicate everything.
All right. Beautiful. The second point that you made in, choosing a life partner was submission or being submissive. How are you going to define submission or being submissive? How are you going to define that? Because that word may have a different meaning in the diaspora.
Okay.
So how are you going to define this, being submissive?
Submission is just one word: respect. We are done.
I thought submission is on its own, and respect is probably a subset of submission, because submission goes beyond respect.
When we say respect, it's deep. Respect is so deep. I may not be happy what I'm doing, but I need to respect your space. I may not be in agreement of how you want it, but I need to respect what your decision is. I may not love the way you want me to behave, but I need to respect it at that moment how you want it to be done. Respect is broad and is big. When I respect you, I will honor you. When I respect you, I do what makes you happy. When I respect you, what your desires are is what I do for you. When I respect you, I may have my opinion of things, but out of respect I have for you, I may hold on to my opinion and make you happy. Respect. It's broad, it's big. Submission is not being a fool. Submission is being with somebody who knows your value, who respects your value, and you give it back to him or back to her. Let me use you as an example. Should in case I am married to you, and in my life or the way I want things to be, I wouldn't want to kneel down to serve you. But I meet you and you tell me, babes, This is not out of disrespect. I love it if you can just go on your knees and serve me. This man that want me to go on my knees loves me, respects me, values me. I don't care to kneel down for him.
Hold on. I got a question. Why would someone ask the wife to kneel down and serve him?
Okay, let me explain to you. Some of these people that brings this, he may not say it out of anger or out of order. Maybe once in the blue moon, he said, Jalodo, can you today, whilst you are serving me, can you just kneel down and serve me?
Oh, okay. Friend, like what I feel like a king.
You understand? You know, it
Oh,
gets
okay.
to a point sometimes our husbands want to feel like boss too, like the way he want to do it. He's not ordering you, he's not bullying you, but he said it out of love. And this man talking to you, honest you. This man talking to you can sometimes come from work and want to come at your feet and want to massage your feet. You know, he has shown the example of submission to you. And love, respect, and will go down for you. Sometimes when you enter into the bedroom, you are sitting there, he just goes on his knees and his head is on your lap and talking to you. If it's comfortable to do this, kneeling down just to have that feel of you, why would he say I should kneel down and I won't do it? I will do it because he never ordered me. I will do it because he didn't put pressure on me. He said that because at that moment he want to have a feel. He want to be happy. He want to feel like a king. Someone will tell you that, you know, today, let me sit like that. This is the way I want to sit. Set my table. This is what I want to eat. Treat me like a king and all that. It spikes the marriage. It spikes the relationship. It depends on how the person is saying. You understand? You understand?
So let me ask this question. I'm sorry. Let me
Okay,
ask
go
this
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
What if the clock is turned and now
Okay.
the wife out of the blue asks the husband, honey, today as I get home and you open the door for me, maybe the husband gets home before the wife, I want you to just lay down and I want to step on you to get to the stairs. Would that be a problem?
It will be. It can be not be. It will not be a problem. It depends on the
So just
friendship between the
imagine,
two.
just imagine you have 3 kids, right?
I do. Yeah.
Do you have any son?
I have a son. Yeah.
So this is the case where he goes to visit your son, and your son's wife gets back from,
It's working on him.
and you are coming from the kitchen, and you see your son
Yeah.
laying on the floor, and the wife is walking on him to get to the stairs. And maybe that was just that one day. What would be your reaction?
If I know what is between my son and the wife, how beautiful their relationship is, it's not my business.
You're gonna hear them on that one.
Why should I be going to my son's home and ordering what the wife must do? It's not my home. He's my son, but that's not my home. That is his home with his wife. I need to respect what makes them happy. It is their love language. I don't want to get part of it. I am there as a visitor. He's my son doesn't mean I have authority over what he does in his marriage home. No. You see, we play if that's how your marriage is. If some people are too restricted in their marriages, they don't laugh, you will die early. Too much stress. Master, play along, kakra. You know, this marriage thing is a stressful place.
I think the issue
You
is
can't do this.
the issue is
You can't be always squeezing your face. I'm the kid. How dare you tell me to work? It means the two of you don't have any kind of friendship. It means you don't have any kind of bond. There is no playtime in the home. That is when you feel you are being disrespected. But if there's a playtime in the home, if you are beautiful friends and we can play along, it's not a big deal. You can. It depends if you are ready to go for that beautiful home. But some people will not go for that. That one is a choice.
wow.
Yeah.
The questions keep coming on Facebook. We will ask all the questions for you, please. So do not come ask your question and walk away. Stay tuned, and all your questions will be asked for you. Those of you also bringing contributions, I'll see you guys, and I will make sure that I read all of them, and I mean all of them because your questions means a lot to us. The reason why, so submission has always been a part that I feel like most men, and again, I'm gonna say most men than the women, try to abuse the part of submission. Like, want everything to be handed to them like a prince. So, for instance, if I'm busy in the meeting upstairs, and I'd be like, "Oh, do you mind if you bring my lunch to me in the room, right?" Or maybe in the office because I'm too busy to come out of. I don't see anything wrong with it. But when you know definitely that you have nothing to do, this person is busy with the kids, got a lot of stuff going on, and you still insisting, "I need my food now in the office, or I need my food now in the room," and the woman refuses to do it, then it becomes like, oh, you are not submissive enough because you're not listening to your husband. Also, I feel like in the diaspora, it becomes a little bit defined what how submission will be in Ghana than here in the diaspora because of how the culture and the terrain is set. So it's like you must tweak it a little bit to meet some of the culture settings and also not losing their original value of how we get stuff done back home. That is why submission is always one of the issues that do not make partners compatible when they meet first because it's
Yeah.
like, what is your definition of submission? Your definition of submission to me is slavery. My definition of submission to you is normal respect, but not going beyond that, respect. So it's very important that you broke it down for us to understand how that submissive part works. And sometimes it can be a monthly thing or a weekly thing. Well, thanks for breaking that one out for us. Is there anything that you want to add to it a little bit before I go into the questions?
You see, I think there are some people that way back never understood where I was coming from. So I got some women that were hating me, and I got some people that said what they had to say. But one thing is this: you don't just jump into things you don't understand. Nobody will tell you to be bullied in a relationship. No, because marriage is not supposed to be a master and a slave. No, it's a two team. We are a team. We are a beautiful team God created. You love me, I love you. You respect me, I respect you. But when the Bible says that the man should love the wife, it means that there is a problem when it comes a man loving that woman because she's a complicated being. And when the Bible said the woman should submit, Bible knew that the women have a problem of submission. A woman wants to see a leader. A woman wants to see an example, and she will die for you. You no more treat her and expect her to say, yes, sir, boss. That is not marriage. It's slavery. She's not, you didn't buy her. She's your teammate. You need her to build her life. She needs you to build her life. Which will come to the point, as you were saying, that the husband is up there, he's doing nothing, and the woman is taking care of kids, and he wants to order. You see, we need to watch the tone and the atmosphere we communicate. You may want to be up there and want her to bring, even when she's tired, but your tone can change. You can play with that, Charlie, my love, my beautiful queen. My dear Bako. Yes, see this tone, how you are praising her, how you are pampering her. She will bring it without even knowing that she's tired. But when you sit up there, say by force.
So I don't need a mola.
Oh, then go mother. And the mother, yeah. Oh, yeah, smart. Oh, you can use a woman without her even knowing you are using her. Your tone, how you do it, will make her work without even know she's working. But when the moment the woman feels that she's being abused, being ordered around, mister, she's your friend, she's your mate, she's your partner. Why are you speaking in that tone? Well, she can be nice. So it is all about how we communicate. I remember once I said something, I did one video and I said that everyone was angry. I said when a man cheats and it comes, me when my husband cheats and it comes, I will forgive and give him good sake. People didn't get it. There are ways to battle issues. Being angry with this, what he was expecting. He had in mind that if I catch him, this is how we're going to expect it to be. But one thing that can kill a man or can kill a woman that has made a mistake is the silent and the sweet move you take with them. When you do that with them, their conscience kills them. Their conscience will kill them.
Okay.
But you getting angry, fighting, papa, and all that, It doesn't solve it. You kill yourself. Your temperature and your pressure will go up. But when a man comes, if you really want to keep him, if you don't want to lose them, because sometimes if you think you can't do it again, you have to go. It's a choice. You need to take it. Some people are intentionally doing it. Those people, they are there to kill you. That one, they can take a decision. But there is a good man out there that out of one mistake he has made, you can see he's so sorry. I don't mind forgiving and give him another chance and helping him if he is weak in some place and make it work, because we are here to help each other. But if the person is intentionally doing it and he's a womanizer, that one is a place of making a choice. If you can't do it, make a choice and get out and save yourself. For that one, you are good to go. But people took that short phrase and then people do. I said, listen, I don't blame anybody when you're angry with me. You know why? Many people are embittered. Many people have gone through pain. They are going through issues that when they hear things like that, it irritates them. I get you. But give yourself time. You will come back and watch the video and you get deeper and say, you realize, oh, okay, this is what she's trying to say. I don't mean stay there if you don't want to stay there. You want to go, go. But if you want to be there, you think he's a good man that has made a mistake and forgive him, go do it. Treat him. Be nice. And out of your niceness, it will kill him because he can't stand your silence and your love you're showing to him. He will come and kneel at your feet and he will tell you, this is my weakness. Help me out. All I'm trying to say is that, listen, this married thing we are in, it's not good. It's not perfect. But then, if you get a partner that is willing to change, willing to work on him or herself, I beg you, grab him and take care of her. Because it's not easy to get somebody who will say that, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I need help, let's work it out. It's not you get a woman that said, babes, I don't even know what you want when it comes to submission. Can you teach me? Can you help me? Help me along as I build with you. Getting a partner like that is beautiful. But,
Okay.
you know, it's not people that get it. So that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
We're going to read some questions. Then after we come back from the questions,
Okay.
we're going to look into the financial status when choosing a partner and also the family background of it. And also we do have the physical appearance and the educational background, because I know those are some things that you just hit on, and we'll just delve deeper when we come back into those 4 sectors. So let's start from our Zoom. Then after, we're going to go to YouTube and Facebook and ask all those questions. So please pardon me if I butcher your name. This one says Vuche family. Ask Doc if she have a podcast online. I just love her submissions on marriage relationships. Do you have any podcasts, like online podcast show that you do?
I do. So I'll give you all the information later.
Okay, then I'll just type in everything.
You can relate to them. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Thank you.
Then Lenny J says, LOL. And to think I used to hate this woman when I heard her talk about cheating in 2018. She had me heated. But now I get it. I even consider her nice compared to how I would say the things she says, because I'm sick of it now. It's a mess. Divorce everywhere. So it looks like did I read it right? Also, Lord, to think I used to hate this woman when I heard her talk about cheating in 2018. She had me heated, but now I get it. I even consider her nice compared to how I would say the things she says, because I was sick of it. Now it's a mess. Divorce everywhere. Oh, so she's talking about how the things that you said and how Lenny used to hate the things that you say and never, kind of hated you for that because you got heated. Now listen to what you're saying. The things that you are talking about now, it's a mess all over the place, and there's divorces going on all over the place. So I'm pretty sure that's what Lenny is trying to say. And Lenny comes back to say, I was among, that was about 6 years ago. So Lenny is part of the people that didn't understand you first. And I remember when Councillor Luchot first came out, it was like that. So people never understood him because he liked to have those controversial statements just to get people to talk. Then later on, people like, okay, take your time, go listen to what he just said. And it makes perfect sense but he just says so blatantly that, even though I disagree with some of the things that he says, I feel like he makes a lot of sense with some of the things that he says. To win a man, says, how does self-esteem dignity play a role in marriage? Also, with our male dominant society, would you say if both are at odd, the man has the final say? I think this is a direct.
No. When it comes to marriage, the man doesn't have a final say. We both communicate it together. Out of respect, we need to talk. The man doesn't have a final say. We are a team. So therefore, we all respect each other's views and we respect what everybody's bringing on the table. But when it comes to the whole, no matter how we come to agreement, one person is the leader. That is the man. So after communication, after talking and everything, the woman leaves it for the man to make the final decision. Doesn't mean that when he says it's final, we communicate together, we share ideas, and then we go with what we come about. So the man shouldn't have a final say. That is
Coffee
not right.
Hold on, please.
Oh,
Hold on. S Mensa, hold on. We've not called for questions yet. We just read the questions now, please. Akwesiam Pofu says, for those who have been here for years, would you suggest one gets married in the diaspora or gets one from Ghana?
Please, so I won't advise anything because when I came there, your weather and all that, marrying a woman from Ghana or a woman from where you are, it doesn't change anything. Who is the person you're getting married to? That's it. You can bring somebody from Ghana to abroad. That's not mess you up. You can get somebody there that can take care of you. You can also marry somebody from there that will not help you and come to Ghana and get somebody that really long distance relationship. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot. And the way the weather is and where you are, need a woman around you to hold you and help you with your stress. If your wife is in Ghana, it's good. Maybe it's good. But you'll be calling on phone. Our network is bad. As I spoke to you before we came live, my light was off. This was light off. So I was praying for grace for light to come before we can do this. So you may call, the light is off. She couldn't charge her phone. There will be confusion. Where were you? It's a whole lot of stress. It needs a lot of maturity to handle distant marriages. So it's not where the person is, it's who the person is. The person's readiness to build with you. You're good to go.
All right. So we go on Facebook and we're going to start. So there's 3 different Facebook platforms. So we're going to ask Sassy Missy Amwako says, we are all not perfect. Totally agree. She will just agree to what you said earlier. Then she comes back to say compatibility is number 1 in choosing a partner. Again, you did mention that. Then she goes on to say, example, if you're a talker and marry someone who doesn't like talking, you will definitely have boring moments most of the time. Then she goes on to say that's a no. That's a no though. You should treat your man. Oh, that's a no. And I think maybe she was making a comment based on what we said. You should treat your man in a way he would never have to ask you to do that, and vice versa. So basically, if you're doing it, she will never ask like, hey, can you do this for me or ABC? You should make a man feel like a king 247 and vice versa. If he or she asks, that means you are not making them feel like a king or a queen, period. So I think, in as much as I understand where you're coming from, I think what Sassy's trying to say is your husband shouldn't ask you to make him feel like a king. But then every now and then, and again, what you said, that makes sense to me. This is a role play. Having that role play in the house is not directly saying that, hey, I want to feel like a king today, make me treat me like one, but necessarily like try to come up being a little comic and funny in the home.
Yes.
And she goes on to say, I would want my son or daughter to make their partner feel like a king or queen. With that, I bet you he or she wouldn't have to ask for that special treatment. So then she laughed after that and on. Then we have one from YouTube. But before we go to YouTube, let's go to the Startup Send page. Okay, nothing over there right now. We're gonna go to HITV page and get some comment. But I know I saw one on YouTube that we're gonna read that. Okay. All right. So on YouTube, there was a question that came from, I don't know if I said the name right, Agata, Agotta. And Agata goes like, what is the essence for a long and a successful marriage? What is the essence for a long and successful marriage? I don't know if the question is coming out right to you, but to me, if you ask what is the essence for a long and successful marriage, maybe the question probably was like, what is the because the importance for a long and successful marriage is for having long, So I don't know. Agata, if you can come back again with your question, maybe the question is, what are the ways to a long and successful marriage, but not necessarily the essence? Because to me, it sounds like, why should I have a long and successful marriage? What is the importance of having?
Then why are you in a relationship? Why are you there?
Exactly.
Why do you have to have a relationship if you know you're not going to take it to the long way?
So
we see. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you want us to take some questions from the viewers on Zoom right now, or you want us to continue with the financial status that you're looking for in the family background?
That's your choice, how you want it to be done.
Oh, okay. Now they're making me feel like a king. All right. So let's go ahead. I think S. Mensa had a question. S. Mensa, unmute yourself and ask your question. If it's about these two perimeters that we look at before we go into a different aspect. So if anybody has any question concerning communication and submission, please unmute yourself, ask the question. And I think S. Mensa had a question. S. Mensa, go ahead. If S. Mensa is not available at the moment, whoever has a question concerning communication or submission, please unmute yourself and ask. All right.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Diana.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Charlotte. We listen to you a lot, and sometimes some of the things you say, if you are looking at it on the face value, it will not make sense. But if you're a Christian woman or a Christian man, then if you want the marriage to be successful, then you have to buy into it and try to make it work by the help of the Holy Spirit. But as long as we remain human, sometimes some of the things become difficult, but letting it go becomes an issue. Letting it go, becomes an issue. And so if you have a very good relationship with your husband, everything is going on well, but there are certain issues that you cannot seriously discuss because you have tried to discuss it in a very civil and nice way, and he took it in a different way. But you feel it is something that you have to talk about. What do you have to do?
All right.
Because
thank you.
it keeps coming back, and you don't feel comfortable about it. And if care is not taken, it'll start building some kind of resistance. It'll start building some kind of I want to use the right word, some kind of like pain or unforgiveness or whatever. I mean, it starts little and then it will be generating into something else. At this point, what are you supposed to do?
All right, thank you. One thing we should learn is this: if a partner starts ignoring the pain of the other party, the marriage will collapse. You don't joke. You don't overlook it. If a woman or a man sits with you and say, you know what, this and that you are doing will later cause this, babes, I beg you, can we do something about it? And the person ignores it. Then the person is heading towards divorce, because the moment you ignore the petty things or the little things that concerns your partner, and the person has that respect to talk to you about it, and you ignore it, you will lose your home. You will lose it because bitterness, and let me tell you this, many people are embittered in their relationship. I'm telling you today, if you pick 100 people today, out of the 100, if God gives you a chance to divorce, run away. Who is going to run? Almost 99% will want to run away because they are embittered. They've kept a lot of pain within themselves for years that has not been addressed. What is beautiful is when the partner is a good listener. I said it, a good listener. Somebody that feels your pain, he has empathy or what you feel. Even before you speak about it, he senses it and he knows or she knows it. And when you sit to talk, the person asks. You see, the good partner is when you tell what you feel and what is going to, he asks you, what do we do? How do I help? Help me. How do we do it? The person is in for solutions. It works. But the moment you are being ignored, one, you sit with the person, you're being ignored, and the person continues to repeat what is killing you. I'm telling you, if it's not solved, you will leave. The marriage will end, or one will die. So the best way is you need to sit and talk, not just talking. Listen to the person, find solution on what the two of you can do to make it work. Otherwise, it leads to a lot of things. And nobody can change it if the person is not ready to change it. You cannot ignore your partner's pain and expect the marriage to work. You cannot ignore the needs of your partner and expect it to work like that. There are things we can sacrifice, and there are things we will die in it if we don't run away from it. So you need to choose what you want to ignore when your partner is speaking, and choose what you need to pay attention to when your partner is speaking. Otherwise, marriage is not automatic. It's a work done. We need to work it. No matter how anointed we are, if the other party is not ready to work on it, definitely you can carry all the oil, the marriage will end. So if the partner is not listening, maybe there's other ways you can get the partner. Maybe the way the first approach of trying to communicate with him or her didn't go well. Okay, what do I do? What makes my partner happy? Which environment should I speak to him or her? When can I communicate it? Okay, let me change it. Okay, maybe when we're making love, how do we make a love? Can I change? Can I spice it? So it will give him or give her the opportunity to ask us, hey, what happened today? What are you doing? If somebody said that you need to make your partner feel like a king always, yes, it's true. But then there are days we change it. We change the norm. We do something extraordinary. We do something different. So maybe out of that, you may have a place of he will ask us or she will ask questions. Then you can have a way to communicate it with a different tone, with a different gestures. And maybe it will sink in or it will sink in for her or for whoever it is. So we may have another ways to do it. When you come to me and you tell me, Mommy, I've done that is still not working, I would love to know who your partner is. Because the way your partner is, we may have a different way to approach it where he or she can absorb what you're saying and take it. So if all is done and it's not working, then it means that the person is intentionally doing that to hurt you. And when you intentionally hurt somebody, you intentionally hurt yourself too, because the person may leave, cannot take it again, and it will lead to divorce. Many of the divorces that are happening, it happened 20 years before. It was ignored. It was ignored. It was ignored. When the person got tired, nothing could change them, and they went their separate way. So anything that you think is nothing is something for somebody. Address it, talk about it. But the tone, the environment must be checked. Some of the environment is provoking, you will fight. Some of the tone is wrong. You may be angry of the way the person is doing it, but please, for the sake of the peace of the home, change the tone, change the environment, and let it be sweet, a place where the person can absorb what you're saying, then work on it. Thank you.
All right. So, Doc, and we know because of time factor, so we'll run quick into the last 4 segments. And I think, say, another section that we'll be bringing you back on, and I'll delve a little bit deeper into it, communication in marriage. Because now we're looking on how to choose our partner. But it looks like people are interested in the communication in marriage part. But again, we're here to serve our people, so we'll try as much as possible to give them face value on our high level stuff before we get deeper. So Lenny comes back to say that he has a statement to make, which is he thinks that Christian women or women in the church should be taught about marriage, femininity, and submission. Feminism has infiltrated the church. So he is suggesting that Christian women should be taught that. With that being said, we're gonna hold on to the questions right now concerning the communication submission, whilst we wait for her to take us through the looking at some of the things to look at when choosing the partner in terms of financial status and family backgrounds, which are very important. Also, I want to remind you guys that we are live on The Glory TV, and also live on HRTV, Facebook, HRTV, YouTube, Top Ghana, Facebook, and The Glory TV on YouTube. So please put all your questions there, and we will make sure we ask them for you. Sweet Mavis says she has a question. Sweet Mavis, okay, can you make your question quick, please? Because we have about 20 minutes to wrap this up, and we have 4 more things to talk about. Sweet Mavis.
Hello, PK.
Yes.
That's baby. But your doctor, I'm a question. Now, my question no, I say now what can be say one or other so banana as a bear man. Now, I was one in a casa. I was so casa butremu. I say, now what about say, be maybe we home so or be say would ja no bia, neither is wrong or right no. Or be say would ja no, don't talk about it. No one casa and learn the lesson.
But is that not a question for those in the relationship?
I'm talking about in the marriage.
Yeah, but we want to dwell on, because I know you're another topic a bit tricky, what hard to say, but we want to talk about choosing a partner, and whilst you're choosing the partner, doing communication with that though. So I tell you.
Oh, all right. Okay.
But I say 0311 General. You say you have a question, but Patrick, in the quick mind.
I'll wait. You come back around. I'll wait.
I appreciate you, man. iPhone 2, Veronica. I'm gonna put the information in there real quick. Oba, is your question based on this part, the first 2 parts on choosing a partner, communication submission, no?
I'm not quite sure because I joined late, but I do have a question when it comes to choosing a partner, and when is it the right time to really talk about intimacy? When when you start courting, when is it the right time to talk about intimacy?
About your question will kill the show, no. I don't now will kill say best say show, but I don't need to be kill show, no. It's money treaty last 4 segments. Yeah, patch of our question, bro. So do not leave because I know they do on my we are not me make journey if show this one. We made journey Reverend also. Okay. Reverend Pacho, let's go into the choosing the partner. Pacho, back question about Rayfio. Yeah, we now that would be a question I'd like for you to answer. But let's go into the financial status. What to look for in terms of financial status when choosing a partner and family background.
All right. One thing I want us to understand is this. There are men that don't even want their wives' money. They are men. They don't even want their wives' money. They want to do everything. That's how they feel that they are the men in the house. It doesn't mean that the wife doesn't support. You see, when a woman is being treated well, when a woman is being valued well, I'm telling you, she will give you a whole world. She will support everything. What are we doing? She goes out, she buys things. She does things that will surprise the husband. You see, financially, we shouldn't hide some things. It depends on your partner you're married to. Yes, and when you marry them, you never build a house. You don't do anything in your life. All she knows is you go party, win her. If you are married to a woman like that, please, there's some things you don't need to disclose much to her. She doesn't have that vision of let's build a home, let's invest. What can we do? What investment can we do and all that? If you're married to a person like that, all she gets is the party in this corner, party in UK, party in this one, then you know that you and your kids, you are in trouble. So you don't let her get too much involved with much of the finances at home. If you're married to a man who doesn't know how to keep money, it's a big issue. It means you, the woman, must be smart enough to know how to handle the monies that he has or the income that comes in. We need to sit and plan our income. This is very important. When I came to US, I've been to other places and I know that some do 50-50. I don't go with anything 50, 20, 30. No, I don't believe in that. What I believe is that we sit down. We have pure understanding. This is what I'm earning. This is what you are earning. No matter what, the man is the man of the home. No matter how much the woman is earning, the man must make the woman feel that she is the woman. When she is of need of one, don't even let her ask, go do it. Take care of her. The woman must also know that she's a helpmate to this man. You cannot have money in your account and sit there and watch this man suffer and die. Don't do it. It's not by force to say, no. But you need to let your husband know this is why also, and I cannot let you do it alone. We have kids, we have school, we have other things to do. This is what I want to do to support you. Let me do this to support you. So you can also have a little peace to rest. We need to do it with understanding. We need to do it with that peace. When we sit and we are communicating, this is the person I'm working together with. But the reason some people, especially some women, are holding on to their money, or some men too are hiding their money, is because you know, people will betray you. You build a life with a man. Before you know, he's building a house with another woman that you have suffered for. He'll build a house, and before you know, what bregu no ma bregu. But listen, if I'm helping a man to build his life, whilst I'm doing, I've already built myself. You cannot build a man whilst you have not built yourself as a woman. You cannot build a woman whilst you, the man, you have not built yourself as a man. You, the man, you have not gone to school. You have nothing to hold on to, and you are suffering to get money to take to a woman to school. Mr. Man, don't you know that when a woman gets to a level in life and you are not there with her, because women always see men as their leader. If she feels she's higher than you, if grace is not on her, she will misbehave. So while you want to build there to get to that level, make sure you, the man that you are building something, you have built yourself to the point that no matter where she gets in life, she will still respect and honor you because you are the man. You order, you speak, and it works. She will know that people are educated, they have the money, but she cannot disrespect because you have authority. You have a business you are doing. You have built yourself enough to the point that she cannot dare make a mistake to miss you. Okay. If you're a woman and you want to build a man to go to school and you have not built yourself, it will get to a point he will choose another one and leave you. So we build each other. You need to build yourself before you build somebody.
Okay.
It's very important. So financially, we must talk. But the background is very important.
So before we go to the background, should you look for a partner who is financially stable? Or is okay?
My dear, it's important. If you know you are not building life, why do you want somebody else in a relationship? My dear, go and build yourself. You see, the is good. But there's some people you can build with them, and when they get there, they don't care about you again.
Yeah.
So if you get the man, he may not have it all. We do not say go and marry somebody who has riches. No, marry somebody who carries vision, is working towards the vision. There are men who have dreams and they are in their room sleeping, saying, "I have a dream." Stop saying you have a dream. Work out. Go out. Go do something.
So does the same thing apply to the women too?
The same way. If a woman is not working, don't marry her. She will be a burden to you. Let her go and work. Work. She's a helpmate. If she's not helping you, why are you marrying her? We all need to be a helpmate. She may not be in the field working and getting money, but she's industrious. Some women have wisdom to the point that when they give the men do this, it works. Some men have women in their homes, they are not working, but they are their advisors. They are their prayer pillars. So it differs in so many ways. She may sit and say, although I had this dream, go into this business, do it this way, this, that way. There are some men that before they take a step in businesses, they ask their wives before they do it because they know what their wives carry. So when I say get a woman that can build a life with you, it's not everything about she earning money, but she has this, she has the brains, she can take steps, she has skills. It will help. And apart from that, if you have skills to a woman, please earn money. Financially, you need to be independent. I am telling you, a woman must be independent financially. Otherwise, in this stress that we are in, you'll be in trouble.
I'm glad you said that. I remember when I was younger and, young boys were talking about the type of woman we want to marry or the type of woman we want to have kids with, right? And one of the things that I said was, I'm looking for a woman who is not rich, but when I put maybe $50,000 in the woman's hand, she'll be able to flip it to $500,000. And one of the guys was like, why would you do that? Why would you just make that mistake? Because if she doesn't have $50,000 account to even flip it herself, or she doesn't have $5 in account to flip it to $50, what makes you think she'll be able to flip $50,000 to $500,000? My whole point or goal growing up as a young guy, 2021, was I want somebody, if I'm not there, let's say, God forbid I'm dead, and I have kids with this person will be able to flip around what we left behind to take care of the kids. Not necessarily to even take care of just herself, but also to take care of the kids, for the kids to get to a point in life whereby they can fly on their own. but say ogophobia onim yansa and I say onim the like in the brains to multiply what they have, but rather no, they keep dividing and subtracting from what they have, what you guys left behind now. And plan the bosses are, and at the end of the day, the future you want to build for them exactly, and to become a burden to Obifu for them. That change because of the psychological trauma they will go through and everything. So I'm glad that you hit on that. Let's go to family background.
Family background is the most important things we need to check. If you see a man in US, Canada, wherever you see them, you think you're marrying him. You're marrying the family. Go check the background, what the father did, what the great-great-father did. There are some families that the altar there is that the men are womanizers. So if you are going into that marriage, please don't just meet him in Canada and he's a pastor, US, or you think it's okay. It's not true. The altars at home, the background of that person works a lot. If not for anything for the sake of your children, go check the background.
Go check the background.
If not for anything, check it for the sake of your children. The woman you are getting married to, go and check the background. Because if you are not careful, the kind of family you are entering to, you saw them in US, you think you've got an angel. No. I'll tell somebody, listen, if you see me in church and you see me preaching and I'm like this today, the kind of authors I have fought and I'm still fighting, it's not easy because I know where I'm coming from. I know what fight women. I know what fight men. I don't need a man that is going to be a bed. I need a man that will stand with me in prayer because the battles in my background, it's not a joke. So if you are going to marry somebody, please check the background and assess yourself if you can handle the things in the family, should in case it happens to you. Otherwise, you'll be shocked the things your children will go through.
Well,
you will destroy your children and your life.
So I'll tell you this. We have about, 12 minutes to go, and we still have to treat the physical appearance and educational background and still have to answer some questions, and they're still coming for you to respond. Do you think we can do a part 2 next week, or you want us to kill everything today?
Oh, I think we are late. We can hold on with some of the things and continue later.
And continue next week. So is next week possible for us? Because I want you to promise that in front of our viewers today.
Don't do that.
I have to do that to you. I have to do that to you. Because you and I backdoor, you say yes and maybe something by here. But in front of our viewers, we have over 60-something people
oh, Jehovah.
listen to you right now. And this is just, on their social media platforms. And Zoom, over 30-something people listen. So you have almost 100 people just, listen to you. So do you think we should continue or we should do part 2 next week? I don't mind moving the topic next week to the following week because this is getting very interesting. And I know that we can continue probably with communication in marriage after that. So what do you think? Next week, Monday, is your availability right? Then we will stop over here, just take the rest of the questions, and we'll treat the physical appearance and educational background deeper next week with more questions following.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, this is what we call social media blackmailing.
You understand?
All right, so with that being said, we're going to go to the questions that are being asked. Then we're going to hold off onto this physical appearance, educational background. But I'm pretty sure with our last question, we'll tackle that a little bit before you walk off. So back on YouTube, Gadiel Aka says, communication is very important. Couple should have something to talk about. Then he goes on to say, some people are ignorant of the real meaning of marriage because divorce is not a solution to another peaceful home. That is a very deep statement. But again, this topic is not just about marriage. It's about choosing a life partner, okay? And some people just want to choose a life partner, and which a life partner means somebody that will lead into marriage, not necessarily say, there's no such thing as the intention is to have a meaningful impact down the line in case things doesn't go right. Then Agata comes to say, what are the elements for a long? Oh, so she meant to say elements for a long and successful marriage, not essence.
Oh, okay.
Elements for a long and successful marriage. I think that is not a bad question for choosing a life partner because what are some of the things that you look? And I think say so communication, submission, financial status, family background, and you did talk about physical appearance, education, but we didn't delve deeper into that. So we'll go deeper into that because obu onana ni fi omu ni petetia and also you ni petia into no so oko show be ni petia. Would you want to do that because maybe you're looking for say oba be attention and that's all you okay with the petetia? Obu also so the fear ni patenting. I feel so ni patenting for every ni petetia doesn't hurt anything because there will be that balance. But say be an potato for me, no. Is that something that maybe you have something to say about it? I mean, you may never know, but we'll talk about that later. Now, young call into Facebook. Ms. Shamo, me posting information over him to know. Those of you who haven't got her contact information, make sure so you all get it. Right now on HITV. I'm posted on HITV right now, so if you are watching on HITV, you will get to receive that. Reverend Daddy, I help. Yeah, okay. The information is posted of the Yanko HITV hold on no questions for Eddie Atu Edra. Millicent Mensah say don't marry a lazy person. Millicent Mensah say don't marry a lazy person, period. Next week, please. Millicent is your patch or I for so next week. Millicent, if you know here life insurance policies and that's educational fund and I say great policies or fighting financial ignorance, Millicent Mensah is the right person to go to, like we said earlier on before the show, into do that, take away that part from that. Okay, Yanko Zoom. Zoom the doors to me can be via Facebook there no because Zoom the you feel how not to say yes sorry you there also I don't know. Facebook last Facebook page Reverend questions in those doors are off. It is a meeting bien also King's treatment word why are you okay. Well, we will buy you. Okay, I don't know which one Sassy was talking about. Unless you're a billionaire, Sassy, I don't know what you mean by that. When I say where my independent women at? Oh, okay, she's calling her out on her independent women. Now going to Sweet Maybe said, what about the woman who's taking care of the kids? I think the Sweet Maybe question is still about marriage. In marriage, no. What about the woman who's taking care of the kids? Oh, maybe she's talking about Oba Onye Juma. But will be there to take care of the kids.
And a big job, Paul.
And also a big job.
You see, hey, I'm not my brain value, but I'm telling you, taking care of kids, my darling, is the most cheap. We have no peace in our life. We have no rest in our life, especially now they are on vacation.
But so what kind of sadia? And then the baby qualify you. Say, Minia Juma.
No, there are some women that they don't work, but they still don't know how to take care of their kids.
Okay.
They are trouble, they are bedding. But I'm telling you, there are some women that you know that your home is safe. They are even taking care of kids and they're still doing side jobs in the home. There are some women who will take care of the kids and still in their home doing other businesses. But you know, sometimes the kids, some of them are very delicate. You need to give full attention to them. If the woman is doing that, don't look down on her. At least every month, if there's something we can give to her for her to go take care of herself, do it. Because some of the kids need extra attention. So when it comes to that, you cannot look down on that woman. She's doing her best.
Oba goes to say some men also prefer a Stafford wife. Oba, I don't know the Ubusa question if you want to actually a Stafford wife. I say. Then the next question comes on from Lenny. Lenny say, honestly, background is very, very important. Background, just like you rightfully said. Voce or Vuch, it didn't mean to me. I don't know if it's a French name or it's a Ghanaian name. Goes to say part 2, Doc, please, part 2. Let's just say, see, everybody's trying for part 2, part 2. It's me. It's me says, how does a broken-hearted person, Akwesi, heals his broken heart? My confused. So is this person referring to Nadam Fubi Akwesi and also no that it's me the Akwesi though?
When you're broken hearted, please relax. You don't need anybody to comfort you. All you need is to learn your lessons. Be healed. And make sure that next time you take a step, you don't make the same mistakes again. Everybody, if you have not gone through them, fine. But we go through it not only in a relationship with people, with family, with the other people. You get betrayed, you get stabbed, and all that. You don't rush into other people's hands to get comfort. They will mess you up. They will destroy you. You need to learn from where you got it wrong. Me, I always say that if there's anything wrong, if there's divorce, if there's issues in my marriage or anything, I can never blame my husband alone. I contributed to it. It takes two people to break a home. Two people. Out of your mistake that you did, maybe you didn't know, or you were not ready to learn, brought the two of you to that place. We cannot always be coming on social media or places to say that pointing hands at people. Start pointing hands at yourself. And work on yourself. Me, I believe in that. If you are brokenhearted, work on yourself. Cry a little, shout a little, and be healed. Be alone in your room, watch Netflix, cry. They've left you and grow and be okay than just calling people for sympathy. It doesn't heal anything. Learn, move on. That's life. We get broken, we move on, we become better. That's what life is all about.
Okay. The iPhone 2 Veronica then she says thank you. I think she was thanking you when you said you were gonna come back and do the part 2. Lenny says, I think that love is the last thing to consider when choosing a life partner. Is that true?
No, I wouldn't say the last thing. Before you can even go into a relationship with somebody, there must be something that you love of the person. You need to get something that gets you close to the person. But maybe what the person is trying to say, that love is not enough. When it comes to love, look at relationship and marriage, love is not enough.
Okay.
You cannot say I love you whilst you are being hurt. The person doesn't care. The person is not there to communicate. The person doesn't have any empathy for you. No, the love will sustain you. There must be understanding. There must be mutual respect. If those things are there, it makes the love complete and you enjoy it together.
Last question before Oba comes in again with her question, then we will let you go. Vivian, and I know who this person is, so I'll mention her name. This is the veteran actress Vivian Archer. She always like to hide behind and just keep it on the low, but I'll always blow it up because I feel like she's done so much for the Ghanaian movie industry.
She's a blessing.
Yes, and she's always supporting our show. Like I always say that our viewers are the most discerning viewers you can ever have on any platform that you've been on, Reverend, because we have all the doctors, all the blue and the white collar job personnel over here.
I can see that.
And they are very discerning. Yeah, you see, all their questions are coming. It's like they are very bold, firm, and respectful.
You could see the English words they are bringing. I say, hey,
dog, baby. Oh yes,
I need to go back to my dictionary.
No, our viewers, they want you to challenge you about what's Nice one. Miss Vivian Acho says, good evening, Rev. God bless your ministry. Looking forward to next week. Looking forward to next week. And so, Oba, please restate your question and have Reverend answer your question before we say goodbye to her.
Okay, so I guess I came in late. Forgive me.
But before you ask your question, I had the same question Veronica is asking you right now. Who is a Stafford wife? Answer that question, then ask your main question.
Oh, no problem. So I guess a Stafford wife is a woman that's extremely submissive to their husband. They pretty much comply, and they're basically spineless wife. When I say spineless, is someone who is willing to jump when the husband says jump, hop on one foot. They do everything to basically please their partner.
Now, I don't know Jimmy.
I don't want to say Jimmy per se, because some husbands prefer women like that. Women who are a bit meek, to be, light on the situation, but and maybe a woman like that can be submissive or whatever he desires of her to do, that's what she does for him. So that's essentially a Stafford wife. And some men prefer that. I think there was a conversation in there where I wanted to just chime in with that. Moving forward, choosing a partner. When is the topic of intimacy come in? When is it the right time? Oftentimes, from my experience, what I've seen from a lot of different bride and grooms that I talked to over the years is when it comes to sexual intimacy, it changes once the marriage has begun. There's certain things that the woman was not aware of or the man was not aware of that their partner liked or disliked, and all of a sudden they want to delve into certain atmosphere and entertain certain stuff that was not privy to either one of them. So when you are courting and dating, when do you bring that topic of intimacy in? A lot of African women, or I should say women in general, are pretty much sometimes they're scared to be vulnerable when it comes to intimacy, because Umusru said the partner is going to judge them or vice versa. The men too sometimes are scared to discuss these things, even though financial is a big part, but intimacy and sexual topic is also very, very important, because a lot of marriages are being destroyed because hey, na minim se na ote ana na minim se oh any on mema be brada or any mema ma be brada. So when do you come up or when do you discuss with your early stages? Now, when do you bring this topic up as a discussion?
Okay, Rev, I want us to do this. I want you to give us the high value, the high level stuff of when do you talk about this. But as to say, we're gonna go deeper on the website next week because maybe you may hold you too long. Now next week I go for your book catch up say 1 hour and I go do 1 hour 30 minutes. There's red or job because we are about question that we be 1,000 questions for her. 1,000 questions or about question we be about because now she's talking about body count, and some people even lie about their body count because who will be open asempa or kind of cry or be money baby and baby no about so asesa baby na be man so asesa. It looks like say a man baby. This will be a debate for you a man and man because it looks like say man baby body man baby so more body count baby you okay but no body count baby there a problem, and that will be a little tug of war. So just tell us when we should talk about it. Then we'll delve deeper next week on that one. Yeah, Becca, 2 points it on.
The moment we are comfortable to talk about our finances, the more we are comfortable to talk about our views and all that, sexuality is very important.
Amen.
It's very important. You can't tell me you are prayerful. Put a prayerful aside. Yes, I love you. Be prayerful. What about sexuality? How good are you? What styles do you prefer? How do you communicate when you want to make love to me? What environment do you love? You need to flirt with me. How do you flirt with your wife or your husband? We must communicate it when we begin to like each other. We don't love deeper before we come to sexuality. We must talk about it. The moment you want to have a relationship with me, and we are talking about finances and your vision, the sexuality must be included in the vision. You must have a dream of how you want us to be every 1 year, the kind of styles you are bringing in, where we are traveling to, the changes. It is important as financial state. It is important as background state. It must be part of it. We cannot tell, we are Holy Ghost, we'll be okay when we enter the working. My dear, it's the Holy Ghost issue. We need to work on it. We cannot do Holy Ghost and die in the bedroom. No way. After prayer, we make love. So let's talk. How do you want it? How do you communicate it? Which music do you like? Which candles do you want me to do? We must talk about it. Otherwise, you cannot marry me into your room and when you come, pam, you are gone. I can't do that. We need to talk about it. So sexuality, when we meet and we are comfortable to have meetings, talking, dinner and all that, we must talk about sexuality. I think we'll dive deeper next week if God gives us grace.
Yes.
God bless you. I'm next week sharp. I'll be there with pen and paper.
I mean, I sure say next week the numbers never double because if you have fire word, because the number next week the topic is treated communication in marriage, right? And this is treaty way if you have. communication in marriage, you know. So we have to do this. And I'm even thinking about probably made me a video. No.
Bye.
I'm even thinking about getting you for communication in marriage after next week. Oh, Reverend. But I mean, Gabi Bias here next week. Go by that video. Yeah, I say. Yeah,
Next week,
Uber.
Uber,
Because only baby Nipa na Obeka next week no I send me a message say I think she should handle the topic for communication in marriage because she's doing well. Nipa say she's doing very well.
No, tell the person to do what he also have to do. I beg.
Reverend Manyamenka Wakoma. Manyamenka Wakoma. Reverend Yadawasisa Wabaya. You've really given us your time. It's almost 12 o'clock where you at, and we want to say a big thank you to you.
Thank you.
Say Tatap said if you phone be available A class Danny and also Uncle Jimmy and also even Oba herself to Tatap said if you be on mom. I would like you guys to give Reverend the sign up message as she leaves today because the next session now the part of Q&A sessions with Tatap Sen will be what issue in the app will be sending money back home and all that stuff. Yeah. But again, I want to re-emphasize on Reverend the number and then the email address, before say Tatap Sen pin for the day sign a message about me. But your number here +233 552 369 403. And email address near Mrs. Oduro 5@gmail.com. To Mrs. Oduro near short form no MRS Oduro MRS Oduro 5@gmail.com. And to Michelle, send her an email, call her, book your consultation, ask questions, not all answer questions pertaining to whose situation. Come me massa, Osha me massa, now the Kwasawasa, and foul the Abia me meet reggae. Ebia also nyoma eba wo fie no bombs and I say bia shuperu and the eba wo fie. Ti asana me mesa no reggae asana no emfa enyom na wo so bo wo fie no. So ask those questions. I had to remember your face value and general your friend is pointers, but when you call for your consultation now, it will help a lot for her to communicate with you and be more personalized and tailored to how it will benefit you. So please take an opportunity of that. I've posted this information on all the social media handles, Facebook, YouTube, as well as your friend is saying, wherever we are streaming, including your Zoom, hand saying, and now also your sister channel, no, The Glory TV. So those information should be there. Please call, tell WhatsApp. We'll send a message, or friend when you're now. She's always busy. Take your time, send a message, put your name in there, let her know, say, your friend say HRTV with PK, and you have a question, and trust me, she will work with you accordingly. Mr. Monfred, because this is the purpose of giving the resource personals to you guys. One charge you $1 and obey you may day my into the data and then the time not saying it, and let's put value to it and just make sure say your friend say hey Reverend, where did he? What oh, okay. Then be Friday because we did what and I say today bye bye. I mean, let's make I say you show me that lawyer be friend or say, hey, or be friend will show you so. At least any pan on your regular viewers or show YouTube. No friend say lawyer, where did you what and be friend where did you what bye bye look at take call. Be patcho, let's make it very fruitful. Why, Mr. Moyedama say. I mean, Patrick send penny funny be one, but remember my update or if I say sign up message to Reverend whilst she leaves.
I guess I'll go first, PK. Reverend, God bless you so much. I will be the first one to tune in next week. I thank you for your time and you giving us, this opportunity to really straighten our lives out. God bless you. And thank you to all the viewers who also joined in today. And again, don't forget to download Tap Tap Send. If you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to any one of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Danina Obana. But should that Obi Bekasa from Tatap Sen in page funny B? Okay.
Yeah.
Danny, go ahead.
I think so. Oba Kanina, Mama Charlotte said that's a wonderful teachings here. I think our homes are already being blessed. So like Oba said, we tap on behalf of tap Yedawase. Any Adeche Papa Adeche. Next week, you ready. Mini fair. Oba, me ma any first. Me bajaw. Mini first.
If I'm tap and penning for, is it working now? I'm sending messages. Say
Yeah, do us this year. Why me pacho? Be do us this
okay.
year,
All
Miss
right.
Veronica. Reverend, I say, I want to say this was an interesting topic, and God bless organizers and Reverend. Yeah, that was it. All right.
Yes.
Ebusia for Sabre, baby, ya babe kate ye Facebook no any YouTube no. We're gonna cut it off and then be share with Zoom and say if you have any questions or concerns, please join the Zoom link. The Zoom link is on Facebook. The Zoom link is on all over the place. Join the Zoom link on one of our Facebook posts, whether on Tatap Send Ghana page or HRTV page, or even my personal page, PK for your sense. So, and let's talk about what is happening. If you have any questions or concerns, join for Tatap Send, please. Medaba said, that's an you're choosing the life partner part 2. And thanks to you, the viewers, for making Reverend Charlotte Oduro accept the great offer to come back again next week. God bless you all. See you guys on Tatap Send Q&A. Bye-bye.
Ɔdɔfoɔ mede nkyɛn mu ɔdene ɛde ma wo baabi biara a wohwɛ me fie. Me din ara yɛ Prince. Saa mmere Benkanas ɛna mekamfo ama wo. Na yɛka Benkanas a ɛyɛ bea a yɛdele ɛwɔ spare parts. Trailer car akɛseɛ ɛho spare parts. Enti wowɔ trailer akɛseɛ anaa woyɛ adwumakuo biara a wowɔ car ɛyɛ trailer cars a